Have you ever wondered why schools teach so little, if anything, about the world's first advanced civilization? Now, when the Anunnaki arrived, they were capable of living lives that spanned hundreds of thousands of years. The South Pole's huge ice sheets collided and fell into the ocean. This would have created tsunamis everywhere, traveling north to the gold mines in Southeast Africa. The tidal wave continued north until it reached and submerged the city of Eden, one of the first Anunnaki settlements on Earth, now located somewhere at the bottom of today's Persian Gulf. Witnessing the cataclysm, Enki, who felt sympathy for his creations, instructed his chosen ones to build boats. Among these few humans was Ziusudra, we know as Noah, and his family. There is a clear indication of a rapid sea rise. A great storm with heavy rains started. The tidal wave kept sweeping the earth for 7 days until it finally came to a halt. But the heavy rains continued for 40 more days and nights. The story of the deluge is recorded in almost every civilization on our planet. Core ice samples taken from Greenland and Antarctica illustrate that at the height of the last ice age, the sea levels were 425 feet lower than they are today. And after the deluge, reconstruction of a new spaceport began. The text describes how the Anunnaki made their buildings according to the position of the stars. The Anunnaki have deceptively managed to control the Earth through selective breeding of nobility for centuries, millennia.
The reason we don't live very long here is because of his tampering, his genetic modifications that he's done to us to cause us to have an expiration date.
It's like a time clock in us or something.
Well, it's a way of controlling us. He does that to us originally, intentionally. Not only do we have our physical life shortened, but when we pass over, there's this soul trap that he has instituted that causes us to reincarnate back here. They trick us into agreeing to come back here and still be under their control, because part of the problem is, like what he did to me in Malibu that night, was he erased my memory of most of that night. And he does that to us every time we reincarnate. They reinforce their control over us by erasing our memory of the previous lifetime. So it makes us much easier to control.
A NASA insider who said, "We lied about everything. We lied about everything."
Other planets have moons. It was placed there, and it is a soul harvesting unit. It's used to, at the point of death, so they say walk to the light. If I was you, I would take the other direction. But so then when you go there is highly advanced technology there, which then harvests the energy from the soul and the trauma and the sadness of the death of a loved one. It then takes that, wipes the memory from the person, and then at the point that it's necessary, recycles the body or the soul back into another body on Earth again. So it's a continual loop. That's what the Ouroboros is. That's the snake swallowing its own tail. It's an infinite. So essentially, human beings on this planet have got caught in a time loop, and
you're a star at your heart, and you've been trapped in your body, which your 50 trillion cells, your Kundalini, which is you have a star at your heart, and now it's forced to take a shit, get horny, get hungry, a pain in your heart, a frog in your throat, a headache, your scalp tightens up. You've been trapped in your body, and once you free from your body, you need to head for the darkness, for the void, and you need to quiet your head and project from your heart. And they're going to show you this. Take a look. Shh, be quiet. Shh. Now see, he's not entering the light. Heaven is not where the light is, people. You need to enter the void and understand something. You're a powerful creator, as powerful as any other out there. And when you enter the void, you can create from a thought. And your thoughts need to be coming from your heart. Otherwise, whatever you think is going to immediately come into existence, and you're going to end up creating a hell for yourself out of fear. So you get fear, which would be coming from your head, and love would be coming from your heart. And you need to quiet down, because whatever you think is going to immediately come into existence in the void. So they're telling him. You see that? Shh. So let's be very clear with you. When you die, you're going to want to head for the void and because whatever you think or feel is going to immediately cause something to come into existence. And you need to make sure that you create from your heart. You're going to need to quiet those thoughts in your head, and you need to go within. So when you get to the void, you need to go within to your heart and start creating from your heart, because you will create a hell for yourself if you're not careful. So now you're in this machine right now on the free energy matrix, and things don't immediately come into existence. If you want a sandwich, you need to the world you're in is powered by intent. If you intend to make a sandwich, you're going to go get yourself some bread and whatever toppings you want on your sandwich, and you would be able to create a sandwich then. And that would take some time. If you don't have bread, you're going to need to go to the store. You see what I'm saying? This is not the case when you head into the void. If you want a sandwich and you think a sandwich is going to appear. If you think of something scary, it's going to appear instantly. And you could find yourself in a world of hurt really quick. So when I say you need to go within to your heart and find your own light, I'm serious here. If you don't, you're going to end up creating a hell for yourself. So let's say you're not ready for the void. Then you can find your way back to the sun. You're a fractal of the sun. The earth is a fractal of the sun. Now, you were fashioned from clay, and you're going to see this right over here. We're going to show you Tom Sawyer.